All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your first conversion campaign. A conversion campaign is great when you're trying to optimize for somebody to take an action on your website. So for instance, it could be signing up for your newsletter, purchasing a product, um, signing up for your course, which is probably how you found this. So the trickiest thing that catches people when setting this up is how to install the pixel. So here I am by going to pixels here. If I go to setup, manage the code yourself. Okay, I'm going to select my base pixel, which is going to send information back to Facebook. And I'm going to continue. And over here, I'm going to pick a conversion metric that I want to optimize for. So it could be a purchase. For this example, I'm just going to use generate lead. It really doesn't matter. It's just going to help you track it's going to help you make sense of it once it's in Facebook. So we'll get to that here in a minute. And then you need to add this little piece of code here. And if it's something like a purchase, you could put how much it costs and what currency type it is, like dollars or pounds or euros. And that is basically it. Now, what you'll need to be able to do on your website is add scripts to a very specific page. You don't want to install the conversion pixel on every page like you do the base pixel. You only want the conversion pixel, this right here, to be on the confirmation page that somebody lands on after they take the action you want them to take. So, for instance, on my site here, my course overview, so kind of teaching you about what's going to be covered, is here. Once you opt into the course, you're taken here to the playlist, which is where this page is. Okay, so that's what you need to do, right? That's it. So you update the page, and a couple ways to track that it's working. I will show you how to install this little Chrome add-on, and it tells you your Facebook pixel's firing. It fired a page view, and it fired the lead pixel. But we can also come into Facebook and see that today we have received 9 events. We can look on the activity and see what time and what URL it fired on, and that it is the right event. And so we can see here that it is indeed working. And if you notice, when I went to set up and install it myself, it's telling me it's active and it's received traffic in the last hour. So I know I'm good to go here, and I have a pixel that can be used for a conversion campaign. So let's build that campaign. Hopping over into Power Editor now. What a conversion campaign does in Facebook is, once you get enough traffic coming to your campaign, Facebook will try and optimize for a conversion, meaning it'll show your ad to people who are likely to convert based on them converting on other people's Facebook ads in like similar industries. So how I select a conversion campaign is dropping it down and going to conversions. One quick thing here, if you're an e-commerce store, you can set up your product catalog, meaning all of your products in Facebook, and it looks a little bit different. So I'll make another video that covers that. But if you have like a simple, one product, two product store, or a blog that you're trying to get people to sign up for, this conversion campaign will work just great. And then here, and I'm just going to show you how to set it up. I probably won't. I'll put some dummy data in here, or maybe my course information. Okay. So we can set a limit. If we want it to, only spend $100, then the campaign will turn off. We can do that, which is a good way to kind of control your spend. On the ad set here, what we're going to do is we're going to select this lead. So whatever you put on your page here, right, whatever conversion pixel you're optimizing for is what you're going to put here. So Facebook's going to, charge you when this fires, and it's also going to try and find people who are likely going to opt in and let that pixel fire. You could do some retargeting type stuff, anybody that's been to my website in the last 30 days, your geographic location stuff here. So all this detailed targeting is, stuff that Facebook gives us from their platform. And then down here, optimize for conversions. So once you actually turn this on, you can do a couple things. So Facebook is pretty smart when it comes to optimizing for this stuff. So you can leave it normal or leave it as is. The conversion window basically just means, after clicking the ad, Facebook will attribute, if you want it to only be 1 day, you can set that and Facebook will attribute it to that. You can have a 7-day click window, meaning if they click on your ad, but then come back, 4 days later and convert, Facebook will attribute it to the ad. And then after clicking or viewing the ad, meaning maybe it's a video and they watch the video, but they don't actually click through to your website, but then they do come back some other way, seeing the ad again. It's called a click-through, a view-through conversion. Facebook will allow you to kind of select which one you want. I can't tell you which one's the best because it depends on your business objectives and how you view marketing. But typically I let the 7-day click or 1-day view be what I run my conversion ads on. So that is basically it. And then of course, coming into actually creating the ad here, you'll need to pick your page that you're going to fire or, put the campaign running on. And I mean, that's it. You set up your ad like you normally do, and Facebook takes care of the rest. Okay, so now that you have a conversion campaign set up, when you go look at your campaign, it'll look like this. It'll show you how many completed registrations, leads, purchases, or whatever are attributed to that campaign. It'll show you the reach, meaning how many people the ad was shown to, or how many potential people could see it. Show you how much it's costing you per conversion, $7.51, how much you spent, and then some other metrics. So for instance, frequency is how often somebody has seen the ad. If this number is really high, you might consider, there's ways to adjust it, but that could be good or bad depending on your product or service. Impressions is how many times that ad is shown, like in the news feed, on the sidebar, all over the place. Unique link clicks, so those are things like comments, liking, sharing, clicking on the ad itself. And then website purchases, I have this set up to also track how many people buy. So 80 people signed up for the webinar, and then of those 88 people bought, which is a pretty darn good conversion rate. So that's basically conversion campaigns. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer any that you might have.